Uptown Jackson, Ice City, you already know what it is. King of the Dot, Vendetta 2, Los Angeles. We out here.
Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about Daylyt and what he's doing right now?
Daylyt is Daylyt, right? Like, I mean, battle rap is entertainment, you know, and I think he's one of the people that understands that, and he did something to, you know, keep people talking about his name, and he keeps doing it. I mean, he's got bars, and he can rap, and the extracurricular stuff is just to keep his name in people's mouths. It's smart in a way, and a lot of people dog him for it, but I mean, he's doing what people are supposed to be doing, going above and beyond just being the average person that raps, you know what I mean? And you got to make yourself stand out. That's what this is, the entertainment business. If you're just going to fit in, you're not going to be a standout, you know what I mean? So Daylyt realizes that, and, you know, he's creative, so.
Do you have any problems with his last couple of antics or gimmicks that he's done in his last battles, or?
Well, which one specifically?
Well, okay, with him at 40 bars, people have a lot of problem with what he did with the 40 bars battle.
I wasn't there, man. I don't know, man. Personally, I don't know. If I was there, maybe I'd feel some type of way, but I ain't watched that for that reason, you know, so. But, I don't know, Daylyt's Daylyt, bro. Like, you never know what you're going to get, man. It's like buying a surprise bag at a convenience store, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know if you're going to get a sucker, Starburst, a chocolate bar, or what, right? So Daylyt, he keeps people intrigued on what he's going to do next. That's what makes people want to see him. So in a way, it's smart, right? Like,
it is.
You got to play the game.
So as long as Daylyt, you book him and he raps, you don't have a problem with it?
Daylyt, when it comes to King of the Dot, Daylyt really don't, you know, you look at all his history, like from Rich Dollars.
That's what I said.
Right. You know, he don't really fuck around too much in King of the Dot, so I mean, I can't say much about it. I mean, the Lil Pesci incident was a little, you know, a little out there, but I mean, with all due respect.
Who knew that was gonna happen?
Nobody. When that happened, I don't even think Pesci or anybody knew, because it looked like, you know, it just happened so quick, you don't take into account everything that's going on. Like, even when he rubbed his hand, you're just sitting there like, oh shit, did he just touch his balls like 2 minutes before? Like, you know, you're asking people beside you because you're not focusing like this is gonna happen and you're paying attention to it, you know? So, and when it happened, it almost just looked like he was trying to like shake Pesci's hand and Pesci turned his back, so you weren't thinking much, and then he just, you know, leashed a little cuff, but it was an awkward situation for me to be in, for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Pesci's my homie, man. It just sucked because, you know, I think that antic kind of took away a lot from the bars of the battle. Yeah. Made people talk a lot negatively just about like the antics that happen, you know, rather than the bars. But got people talking, you know. And no Pesci bounced back. I mean, that ain't shit for Pesci.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad battle.
He's a good rapper. Yeah. You know what I mean? Pesci's just a good rapper. That's something nobody can take away from him. You know, he's just really good. So beyond all the bullshit, you know, people know what it is.
Okay. All right, well, thanks, Organik, man.
No problem, thank you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Is it a reason why Dizaster isn't on the card?
Diz just wanted a little break, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with Diz, man. Diz is like one of my best friends, you know, but, you know, after he lost the past day, he wants to regroup and come back as, like, you know, the Dizaster that everybody likes and that everyone wants to see. I mean, a lot of people are dogging Dizaster for no reason, but he's been one of those rappers that, like, you know, he put a lot of people on for the first time. He was one of those dudes that would battle anybody. It didn't matter where your stature was in battle rap, you know, and now Diz is trying to play his cards a little smarter because he was catching a lot of slack for it. So, I mean, after the past day battle, he just wants to make sure he makes the right moves rather than just jumping back into it for the sake of jumping back into it, you know. He wants to get the hunger back, get the drive back, and Diz is going to come back a monster.
Do you think that Math Hoffa goaded him back into that battle? I saw on Twitter
yeah, well, that's the thing, right? You got to get Diz where, like, that's where Diz is at right now. He wants to just do battles where he's, like, super motivated. You know what I mean? Because he took a lot of battles that he was just like, okay, I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean? But for the Math one, he wants that. He feels like he has his personal vendetta with Math and everything. And I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens. But,
I was excited about it, like as an old school wrestling fan, just them going back and forth had like that old school Dusty Rhodes Four
A lot of people
Horsemen
think I
feel.
don't, bro, but like Math is like, you know, as a person, I fuck with him heavy. It's just that little blog stuff. Like, you know, I had to respond. I'm a battle league owner.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like it's kind of my position that people always take shots at the leagues. The leagues are never in a position to stand up for themselves. You know what I mean? So I felt like that was a time as okay, you know, what I can say now can reflect on a whole bunch of other leagues and how shit really works, because a lot of people overlook, you know, the liabilities and the financial aspects of running events.
From the outside, like a fan, or in our case, you know, lightweight bloggers, you don't think that we take enough of that behind the scenes stuff into account when we formulate these off the cuff opinions?
I think a lot of people do, but there's just a lot of stuff that people don't understand, and like, you know what I mean, just delegating all the work. Like, a lot of people see it as one thing, but they don't see how much is happening at one time. Like, okay, we're running events, but we're also trying to build the back end of the company, deal with the taxes, deal with the legal shit going on, set up future things, deal with the brand damages, and like, you know, publicly addressing everything. And there's so much work going on and delegating all the work, plus for how many divisions we have, the international tax laws, just everything in general about just running like your own incorporated business is tough. Never mind doing it consistently where you're continually running events and, you know what I mean, trying to maintain and keep up with it, right? So, like I said, we don't get days off, man. There's not a point in time where I can just be like, you know what, I just want 4 months to just chill. I'm not going to do anything. We don't get that luxury because if we do...
It's like a shark. If you don't stop moving,
yeah,
you
well,
die.
if we do, it means a bunch of rappers are going without paychecks. It means a lot of fans are going without battles, and you never know what's going to happen, man. Like, the reason I do King of the Dot is because I feel like, you know, there was never really a league or a battle thing that really just put on for rappers itself, you know what I mean? And to me, I just find like when big matchups happen on smaller leagues, it's not a diss to the smaller leagues, but it just kind of takes the vibe away from it. It's like, you know, would you want to see Anderson Silva fight fucking, say, you know, Wanderlei Silva at fucking Bellator or US or
right, yeah.
Like, it's just, you know, Bellator's a bad example because they're also pretty big themselves, you know, but like a little, whatever.
The relationship is there,
yeah. So, I mean, it's just morely for the battle rappers, man, you know, just trying to keep it moving for them.
Man, well, Organik, you know what? We're going to go. Thank you for these couple of minutes, man. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you.
Well,
Every time we get to run into you.
Yo,
and then, just to give a